Good evening, my friend, and welcome to the Oktoberfest 300 Heat Race number 2 of 4. My name is PDJ Zettler, and you're listening to Telesign TV. As always, the wonderful camera work on Telesign TV done by Tanner Kalin as we get ready for the second heat race here from Irwindale, California. That's right, we're racing at the Irwindale Outer Speedway this evening. XCAL Racing's big feature events tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be 300 laps, hence the Oktoberfest 300. The heat races are 50 laps individually. As I already said, this is the second one of 4. The first heat race was an epic battle between Kenny Tripp and John Schwartz. Those two dueled it out for the majority of the heat race. However, it was Kenny Tripp in the end that came out on top of John Schwartz, and Kenny picked up a victory. Kenny also won the feature event last week from Lanier, won his heat race at Lanier as well. He has been on some kind of tear lately, and he's looking to go back-to-back this week from the Irwindale Speedway. However, it won't be as easy as it was last week. XCAL number 1 contender Luke Turpin is back behind the wheel of a race car. That's right, he was parked for a week due to an intentional wrecking incident with driver Greg Holes at the Southern National Motorsports Park. However, after serving that 1-week suspension, Turpin's got back behind the wheel, and that 454 is looking awfully good. You're going to see him here in this heat race as we have about 10 seconds left in qualifying before we get ready to go green. There's going to be about 24 guys taking the green flag in this one as qualifying wraps up. And we get ready to go racing for 50 more laps here. The first heat race had not a single caution. I don't want to say that this one's going to be a caution fest, but I doubt that we see a no caution heat race 2 times tonight. It's uncommon to see 1. To see 2 would be like finding 2 4-leaf clovers in one day. It just isn't really happening to the average Joe. So time on qualifying will run out. Looks like things are officially locked into place, and I'm going to take you down through the grid. All right, here we go. Starting on pole position, that is position number 1, will be the number 77 car of Octavio Rondoletto. On his outside, the number 454 will be Luke Turpin returning from suspension. In third, in the number 21, will be Cole Raz. In fourth, in the number 25, will be Bruce Helmuth. In fifth, in the number 14, is Heather Patrick. In sixth, in the number 16, is Patrick Sullivan. In seventh, in the 118, is Austin Edwards. In eighth, in the 74, is Rafael Sempruch. In ninth, in the number 28, Stephen Rex. And rounding out your top 10 is Alex Gangler in the number 82. In 11th, in the number 2, is Benjamin Eaton. In 12th, in the 5, is Derek Colson. 13th, in the 37, is Arthur Hendren. 14th, in the 84, is Ryan Soper. 15th in the 23 is Jeff Hooper. 16th in the 18 is Cody Jones. 17th in the 71 is Michael Brisson. 18th in the 22 is Bradley P. Erickson. 19th in the 17 is Jay DeBook. 20th in the 51 is Anthony Bello. 21st in the 20 is Forrest Cooker. 22nd in the number 46 is Matthew Bear. 23rd in the 26 is Daniel Lejanuse. 24th in the 03 is Mike Henriques. And rounding out the field in the 01 will be Jordan Holloway. And 25th as we get ready to go for 50 laps here in the second heat race for the XCAL Oktoberfest 300. Glad you could join us this evening, my friend. We had an excellent heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 should not disappoint as 2 of the number 1 guns for the XCAL Racing Series are racing in this one. That's right, Octavio Rondoletto, who's won a handful of feature events. Luke Turpin, who's won a ton of feature events. Both are starting first and second. They are getting ready to do the dance here, so he's going to get the better starting position come feature race time tomorrow. And kind of excited to see what Turpin's got on this track. We've never seen him race here before. He's usually quick no matter where we go. We'll see if the 454 is his typical speed returning from suspension. So it looks like the third place car of Cole Raz did not grid. That will move Heather Patrick up to the third starting position. And we'll move everyone on that inside line up 1 spot. So also that'll move Ben Eaton up into the top 10. And that'll move Arthur Hendren up to 11th. So a little shake up there. 10 cars will transfer from this heat race to the feature event tomorrow, the top 10 finishers. So finishing well is important, but making sure you're in the top 10 is even more important. You don't have to be finishing first or second. As long as you can get one of those transfer spots, you're moving on. You did your job for the evening. Rondoletto in that number 77 Telesign TV car brings the field around turns 1 and 2 for the last time. White flag in the air, one more lap till we go green flag racing. Rondoletto has been pretty fast in practice so far. He's definitely one of those cars that everyone's looking at saying, hey, that 77's had a lot of speed this weekend. He might be a real contender come feature time. Let's see what he's got in the long run in the heat. Pace car makes the hard left-hand turn. Field now in the hands of that number 77. He brings them through turns 3 and 4. It's up to him when and where he wants to go. He is going to choose to go now. Green flag in the air. They're down to Wayne. It's Turpin on the high side with a good run. Turpin has the lead at the stripe as they head off in the corner number 1. Rondoletto runs way down low. Turpin runs way up high. Turpin goes into the wall. Rondoletto gets loose. Turpin gets the run off the corner. Turpin has the lead heading down into turn number 3. Rondoletto drives it all the way down the racetrack on cold tires. It's not going to stick. Rondoletto gets loose. Turpin drives it off the corner. Give the position to Turpin. Turpin takes the lead. Lap number 1. He has it at the stripe. Turpin will lead by a little margin here now. As we look back at the battle for about 4th, we have Steven Rex on the inside of Patrick Sullivan. Rex trying to take that position away. That's for 5th, excuse me, as Rex on the inside will clear Sullivan. He now sets his sights on Heather Patrick as Luke Turpin's tore down the wall. 454 with problems as he falls back through the field. That moves Rondoletto up front. They're 3 wide with Benjamin Eaton and Jeff Hooper on the inside right now as Turpin tries to get that machine back going. Caution is out. The caution has flown. And as there is a huge pile up down turns number 1 and 2 that I just saw out of the corner of my eye. Involved in that, I do see the 5 of Derek Colson. So that'll be our reference car as we wait to get the replay up. I do think it started ahead of Colson, though. I think it started with the 37 of Art Hendren. And here we go, the 37 of Art Hendren. Yeah, he just got a little loose in the corner, and he came down across Derek Colson's bumper. And Colson got into the 51. The 81 got collected in that. Matthew Bear got a piece of that. Hendren actually went flipping. Jay DeBuke turtled over onto his roof. An unfortunate break there for Jay. Michael Brisson got a piece of it. Yeah, that was a tough one, and that brings out our first caution flag of the entire evening. So when we get things restarted, that'll shake things up a little bit. Worth noting, after that incident with hitting the wall, Luke Turpin has been mired back into the 8th position now. So Turpin has a little ways to go through the field before he's going to find his way back up near Octavio Rondoletto. A rare mistake there from the Turpinator, as Rondoletto will lead. 2nd will be Bruce Helmuth. 3rd, Steven Rex. 4th, Heather Patrick. 5th, Patrick Sullivan. 6th, Jeff Hooper. 7th, Ben Eaton. 8th, Luke Turpin. 9th, Rafael Sempruch. And 10th will be Alex Gangler. The first 5 out of transfer spots will be Anthony Bello in 11th. 12th, Mike Henriques. 13th, Brian Soper. 14th, Matthew Bear. And 15th, Forrest Kuker. As we still have 20 cars running on the lead lap. Only car not on the lead lap is Jay DeBuke, who had the aforementioned issues. And also Anthony Bello might have pulled off as well, so that'll shake things up a little bit. That'll move Cody Jones up into 15th. He's now one of the 5 in the first 5 out. Race Control has reviewed that incident. They did determine that the number 37 of Arthur Hendren, a teammate of Tyler McRae, got a little confusion there. They've determined that Art Hendren was the cause of caution. They're going to move him to the tail end of the field. The lights go off the pace car. The field's being told to double him up. We'll see if Race Control has to delay it here. This is kind of a bigger track, so I'm sure Race Control would like not to delay it. I know I say bigger track, it's only a half mile, but compared to Lanier and Southern National Park, this feels like a super speedway. Pace car makes the hard left-hand turn. Field in the hands of that number 77 of Rondoletto. Rondoletto brings it around the low side of 3 and 4. It's up to him when and where he wants to go. He wants to go now. Green flag in the air. They're down and away, and Rondoletto with a nice jump there. He gets the position. Helmuth will be clear for 2nd. The battle for 3rd is on between Rex and Patrick. Patrick on the high side gets the run off the corner. Heather getting a good run down the backstretch, draws dead even with Rex. That battle for 3rd's a good one right now. Behind them we have Luke Turpin making his way around cars. He's already made his way around Benjamin Eaton. Here he comes around Patrick Sullivan. He's running right on the bumper of that number 23. Turpin trying to make his way back to the field as they race for 4th in front of him. It's Patrick on the high side making some headway now. Patrick has the position heading into turn number 3. Rex drives it way down in the corner as Turpin makes a dive bomb pass over Hooper. Hooper with the crossover, though, is going to get the position. Nice move there by Turpin. Does not work out, though, as he didn't cause Hooper to have to check up at all. So Turpin will be mired back to 6th now, as I lost him there for a moment. Up front, it's Rondoletto pulling away. Rex and Patrick still race for the 3rd spot. Rex goes to the inside. Rex should have Patrick clear this time off the corner, give the spot to Rex. Here we go now. Jeff Hooper looks to the inside of Heather Patrick. So Patrick not heading the right way right now, as all sorts of troubles heading up right near Heather. Here we go. Luke Turpin now right on the bumper of Jeff Hooper for the 5th spot, and Hooper's just going to go down the raceway and lay way for Luke Turpin. Let Turpin try to get a run off the corner. Turpin will get a run off the corner. He draws to the high side now of Hooper. They race for the 5th spot. Turpin on the high side, Hooper down low. Let's see how it goes off 1 and 2, and Turpin will get the run, but will he have anywhere to go with the 14 car of Patrick in the way? Patrick running the same lane as Turpin right now, and Patrick's a little off the pace, it would seem, as Turpin can seem to draw even with that 23, but with Patrick there, just really nothing doing in terms of making up any position. Steven Rex runs right in front of these guys right now in 3rd, as we have a whole conglomerate of race cars right here. 19 cars in the lead lap, as Turpin has cleared Jeff Hooper that time by. Hooper will give it a last-ditch effort, but that's all it will be, is a last-ditch effort as Turpin clears the 23. Now let's see what Turpin tries to do with the 14. Turpin goes down to the low side of the raceway, and Turpin with a nice little dive move there is going to get the run off the corner. Turpin draws even with the 14 as they head down, and it turns 3 and 4. The 454 to the inside, the 14 on the high side, the 454 with a run off the corner. And Turpin, I'll tell you what, he's able to run that middle line a little bit better than some guys I've seen so far. Turpin with the slide job there will slide up right in front of Heather Patrick. Give a little bump there to Steven Rex as Patrick gets into Turpin now. Turpin just looking for some room to race as Turpin's made his way up to 4th. Turpin muscles that machine to the high side now. If Steven Rex off the corner, Turpin, can he make it stick? He does. What a power move there by Luke Turpin. He's driven that car up now in a battle for 3rd. Turpin on the high side, Rex in the pink car down low. Dropping Bombs Racing running all pink cars this week for breast cancer awareness. So if you see a pink Dropping Bombs car, just know it's for a good cause. But the good cause for Luke Turpin on the high side is Turpin's going to take 3rd position away from Steven Rex. Turpin will now set his sights on Bruce Helmoth for 2nd, and Octavio Rondoletto running his own zip code right now. He's gone if this race were to go green. Battle for 4th is on. Heather Patrick to the high side of Steven Rex. Patrick on that high side of the speedway doing a good job. Patrick with a run off the corner. Move Patrick up to 4th, and Rex will slide in the line in 5th. So a good little bit of battling going on right there. As lots of good racing going on inside the top 5 right now, as we're going to look back through the field, see if we can find some more good racing going on, and that we do right behind these guys, as we have cars all over each other. I see the 2 of Benjamin Eaton on the high side of Mike Henriques. Henriques in the 03 goes to the inside. Mike Henriques is trying to find his way around Eaton. Nothing doing there, though. Henriques cannot get clear. He almost touches the 2 of Eaton. Eaton will do a good job, though, keeping that car out of trouble. Right in front of them, the 16 of Patrick Sullivan just kind of biding his time. This is important because all these cars are kind of right on the edge of a transfer spot. Derek Colson in the 5 cars in 11th right now. Now the 03 drops to the bottom of the racetrack. Some sort of issue there for Henriques. Henriques is going to pull off. That will move Colson into a transfer spot. Looking back up through the field, the battle for 6th is on. Jeff Hooper on the high side, Patrick Sullivan down low. Sullivan trying to take that position away from the 23. Let's see if Sullivan can make the low side stick. Sullivan muscles that machine around the corner. Nothing doing there. 23 gets tight on exit. Now the 16 car's teammate, the 2 of Eaton, will come, and a caution will fly. Caution is out on the speedway. Some sort of accident has occurred as I see 2 cars spinning down the backstretch. I see the 51 involved, so we'll see what happened there. As we wait to get the replay up here, I did see the 51 involved, and that car was in a transfer spot. It wasn't 9th, so not sure exactly what happened. All right, and it would appear we've got the replay. So let's see here. The 51 car was racing with the 5 down in 1 and 2. And then the 5 of Colson just gave him a little tap there in the quarter panel, sent the 51 spinning. And that is kind of surprising that brought out the caution, to be honest with you. The 51 car was off the racing surface. That wasn't really something that you typically would see XCAL Racing probably throw a caution for us, but race control maybe felt like that car was about to roll back up in front of traffic, so race control made the move there that they felt was necessary, and that'll bring out our second caution of the event right about the halfway point. What this will do is race control will penalize Derek Colson for that. Probably the right call, is Coulson certainly made more contact with that car than I'm sure he would have liked. Here's your updated running order, though. Remember, top 10 transfer to tomorrow's $40 purse Oktoberfest 300 from the Irwindale Speedway at 7 p.m. Eastern. Here are your 10 transfer spots. Octavio Rondoletto in first, second Bruce Helmoth, third Luke Turpin, fourth Heather Patrick, fifth Stephen Rex, sixth Jeff Hooper, seventh Patrick Sullivan, 8th Ben Eaton, 9th Derek Coulson, although that's going to change, so 9th will actually be Anthony Bello, and 10th will be Matthew Bear. Your first 5 out will be Alex Gangler, Daniel Lejucine, Forrest Kuker, Arthur Hendren, and Ryan Soper. Those are the first 5 out. We're going to take a 30-second timeout for station identification. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. And welcome back, as we're back from station identification. 1 lap till we go green flag racing. Once again, here's your top 5. Rondoletto, Helmoth, Turpin, Patrick, and Rex. Here we go. Field in the hands of Octavio Rondoletto as the pace car makes the hard left-hand turn. The 77 brings the field through 3 and 4. This time by the green flag will wave, and they are down and away as Rondoletto, with a nice restart there, got the advantage over Helmoth. Keep an eye on that 454 after an early incident. He has marched back through the field. Here comes Turpin to the inside of Helmoth. Turpin wants second. Turpin almost has him clear, but not quite yet. Oh, we have a car spinning. I see the 2 car around of Ben Eaton, and there is a wreck down the backstretch. Let's see if this will bring out the caution as the 2 goes flipping down the backstretch. No caution yet. The 2 car still flipped in the entry of turn 3, and there is no caution. There is no caution for that car flipped in turn 3. Looks like it's still in the middle of the racetrack. Not sure what race control is going to do here. They're not going to throw the caution as the leaders go by. Daniel Lejucine was black flagged, by the way. Looks like he was black flagged for some sort of a restart issue there. The 2 car, though, has gotten the car off the track, so that will do it there for the 2. As we continue to go back to the racing on the track now, things actually have gotten pretty shaken up. It's Rondoletto in first, Turpin's in second, third is Jeff Hooper, fourth is Patrick Sullivan. Then the best battle on the racetrack right now is for 5th between Heather Patrick and Anthony Bello. Bello to the inside is going to lose that position now. Stephen Rex looks to the outside for 6th. Nothing new in there for Rex, as now Rex dives down to the low side. Nice run there for Bello. Bello actually went all around that last caution, but Bello doing a good job keeping that car on the lead lap. About 20 laps to go this time by. Looking back to the field. Right now, looking at cars and transfer spots, we have Forrest Kuker in the 20 car, Cody Jones in the 18, and the battle for the transfer spot is on. Ryan Soper to the inside, Alex Gangler in the 82 to the high side. Gangler doing his best job to try to hold on to the transfer spot, but Soper is going to take it away from him that time. And now Soper rides in the transfer spot as Gangler's going to have to race his way back around him. Actually, here comes Soper up on the 18 car of Jones. Soper drives to the inside, and that is exactly what Gangler wants to see, because Gangler needs to get back by one of those cars if he wants to be in a transfer spot. Move Soper up to 9th now as Jones drops back to 10th. Gangler in 11th. This is a big battle here right now. As off the corner, Jones gets tight. Now Gangler looks to the inside, although Gangler's kind of being too patient with it, as Gangler just cannot find his way around the 18. Now Bruce Helmoth comes up on both these cars, and Bruce Helmoth says, yeah, I'm just going to take that transfer spot. You guys can go back to whatever it was you were doing. Move Helmoth up to the transfer spot now, as I don't know how he ended up back that far in the field, but something must have happened to him. Up front, you're not missing much. Rondoletto is putting on a clinic right now. He is walking away from Luke Turpin right now, and that's not something you say often. Luke Turpin's usually the one doing the walking away, so great run so far for Luke Turpin as Patrick Sullivan has taken 3rd. We have a good battle for 4th now as Heather Patrick goes to the inside of Jeff Hooper. Patrick in the 14 car with an excellent run right now, moves that car up into 4th. And I gotta say, one of the most improved drivers in XCAL racing since we started this up a few months ago has got to be Heather Patrick. When we first started out, Heather Patrick really was struggling, didn't quite understand the whole long race strategy end of it, I would say. But Heather's come a long, long way. Patrick seems to be getting it more and more by the week, and I've been seeing that 14 car running up front a lot more lately. So good job to Heather Patrick. He's really done a good job honing his racing skills and done a good job making that car faster each and every week right now as he is looking to be in a battle for third. This is all 7 seconds behind Octavio Rondoletto, though. Like I said, is just walking away from the field right now. His last lap of 19.3818, which is just what he's running every lap right now. He's ran a 3:08 that time by. Every lap he is running right now is faster than any other lap that anyone's ran in the session right now. It's not even like close, like a good 10th faster than a lap anyone else has ran. He is absolutely dominating this field right now as that 77 car is running on fire right now. So he just needs to be careful not to end up in an accident as he comes up on the lap car of Le Juicinet. And let's see what Le Juicinet does here. Does he get out of the way? Yes, he does. As that position will be given to Rondoletto. So Rondoletto continues to run around the field. Back up to the transfer spot. It is Forrest Kuker in the 20, who runs in 10th. Alex Gangler runs about second behind him in 11th. Gangler has some work to do if he wants to catch Kuker. And in front of them, you have Ryan Soper going around the lap car of Rafael Semperuch. Helmuth looks to make up some more spots. The first real battle we get to on the racetrack is between the 28 car and the 51. Stephen Rex all over Anthony Bello right now. Bello runs in 6th. Rex runs in 7th. Rex wants to take that position away, but they have their hands full right now with the 03 to the lap car there. Really not making life easy on them guys. That's Mike Henriques. Derek Colson also all over that battle right now as well. So really no time to rest for Stephen Rex. His lap cars have him surrounded on each and every side, and I'm sure for him right now it's just kind of like, hey man, I'm just trying to transfer, let's just take this easy. As you're not missing much up front. Luke Turpin solidly in second, and Octavio Rondoletto is walking away with it. Sullivan in third is starting to get a little pressure from behind from Heather Patrick. Patrick's doing a really good job of running behind them as we have an accident. The 03 car has gone around. No caution should fly as, oh my goodness, Bruce Helmuth with a power move, and he almost puts the car in the walls. They go 3 wide now. He was trying to take the 7th position away from Stephen Rex as Helmuth drives that thing down in the corner again. Helmuth to the inside. Helmuth's going to get into the 28, and he gets into Colson into the wall, and I'm sure Rex is not happy about that one as Colson's going to wreck. Colson ends up wrecking, and Helmuth with a move there that I'm sure Stephen Rex was not happy about whatsoever, kind of ruffled his feathers up there a little bit as Helmuth now sets his sights on 6th and 5th. Good battle going on in front of them between Bello and Hooper. Hooper runs in the 5th spot right now, Bello in 6th, and now here comes Helmuth in the 25. Helmuth looks to the inside, that 25 car trying to get the run off the corner. He draws to the inside of the 51 as he goes down into corners number 1 and 2. Helmuth on the inside of the racetrack now has the advantage on the 51. 51's going to get that good run off, though, give the spot to Bello down the backstretch. This time by, there will be 5 laps to go. That means no more cautions will fly. As still some good battles to be settled around the racetrack. The best is the battle for 5th, though, as I mentioned. For the transfer spot, it looks as though if nothing happens to Forrest Kuker, he's going to hang on right now. So we'll keep an eye on this transfer spot battle. As they go 3 wide, and it's Helmuth on the high side that has the advantage. Helmuth and Hooper go at it for 5th. Helmuth off the corner is going to get the spot away as Hooper has to give way, and now Bello jumps to the outside of Hooper. Ryan Soper is caught up to this battle now as they are all going at it. No, Hooper and Bello make contact. They touch as they go through the corners, and that's allowed Soper to pull right up to this battle. They head off in turns 3 and 4. They race side by side. Soper dives it way down low. That's not going to stick. It does not, and off the corner, it's going to be Bello on the high side. Kind of had a little bit of an advantage there, although Hooper had him at the stripe. They get closer and closer as the laps wind down. 3 laps to go this time by. Soper has made it 3 wide, but he runs way down on the racetrack. 3 wide as they go off into the corner, and Stephen Rex waits in the wings. They touch, they make contact. Bello gets moved out of the groove, and it's going to be Hooper taking the spot. 2 laps to go this time by as it's a 4-car battle for 6th. These guys are all in transfer spots, though. They got to remember that and take it somewhat conservatively. You don't want to wreck and knock everyone out of a transfer spot. Our leader has taken the white flag. Rondoletto has this race easily in tow. We're going to keep an eye on this battle, though. White flag this time by for these guys as they continue to go 3 wide for the 6th spot. It's Bello on the high side with the advantage. Soper way down low, and Hooper in the middle. Hooper in the middle is going to get a little tight, and now him and Rex make contact. Here we go. Soper has the position. Hooper's going to dive to the inside of Soper, and Hooper's going to get into Soper. Soper's going to get pushed out of the lane, and it's going to be at the line Anthony Bello, and Hooper's going to take the position from Soper, even though Soper doored him. And Rex will be 8th. Well, here's your finishing order. Octavio Rondoletto 1 driving away. Luke Turpin was 2nd. Patrick Sullivan was 3rd. Heather Patrick was 4th. Bruce Helmuth 5th. Anthony Bello 6th. Jeff Hooper 7th. Ryan Soper 8th. Stephen Rex 9th. And your last transfer spot was Forrest Kuker. As that will wrap up things here in this heat race. So that is your top 10 in the running order. We're going to try to get a word in with Octavio Rondoletto here in a moment. All right, and we've caught up with Octavio Rondoletto here in Victory Lane. And Octavio, a very good run for your team. The car looks strong. How'd it feel out there?
Hello. Wow, the car is amazing. I have a great car tonight, and I'm so happy because I want to battle tomorrow for the win.
Certainly, Octavio, you look like you're going to be racing for the win tomorrow. That car was a rocket ship tonight for sure. How'd it feel just to get out there and beat Luke Turpin? You know, Luke Turpin has been very good in the past, I'm sure, as you've noticed. So it must feel good to go out there and beat Luke like you did.
I want to study the strategy because Luke was fast in the last lap. But I think he can't catch me tomorrow because I did a long distance in first lap. I want to say thanks to Tanner for the car. It's amazing.
All right, well, Octavio, best of luck to you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us in Victory Lane, and pleasure talking to you as always. Hope we get to talk to you again tomorrow. And that will wrap up things here for heat race number 2. Don't go anywhere. In 1 hour, we'll be back for heat race number 3. So, once again, my name is PDJ Zeller on behalf of Tanner Kalin and everyone at Telesign TV, Aaron Hilbush and everyone at XCAL Racing. Take it easy, folks. We'll see you in an hour.